heart palpitations and high intensity exercise. How's that working for me? Hey cycling community, this is Steve Grusis, the Cycling Greek. In a past video, I've spoken about how I use heart palpitations as kind of an indicator of fatigue. So let's say that I've had a bad night of sleep, like I mean a really bad night of sleep, or I've done something I'm not supposed to, like 2 days of hard workouts on the bike, then my heart will start talking to me. I'll get those heart palpitations, those skip beats, missed beats, and worst case, I'll get those small accelerations. Like my heart rate will increase to 90 or 100 beats per minute for 2 or 3 seconds, and those are the ones I have to be concerned about, because if it sticks, then it can convert to AFib, and I've had that happen before in the past. When I get those, then that tells me that I just got to back off for quite a while. Well, relatively speaking, for a few days, because I don't want to go back into AFib. Before I talk more about that, it's a beautiful March day, like mid-70s almost, and it's going to be raining later on in the week, hopefully. At least it's going to be a lot colder, so I take a half day off so I can enjoy this and do one of those high-intensity exercises. So please join me, and I'll tell you what I experienced recently. In spite of what I said about using palpitations as a fatigue indicator, there are times when I just have more palpitations, and there's other times where I go for periods of time where I don't have any palpitations. So much so that I forget that I have AFib almost. So as my regular viewers know, the end of June last year, a day before my 2-year anniversary of not having AFib, I got AFib because I was doing way too many Zwift crits close together. So I took, the calcium channel blocker, got out of it, within an hour. And then as I recovered from the calcium channel blocker, because that thing's a bit of a bitch, I started getting these feelings of palpitations. As I often do, I check my carotid to see what's going on, and my heart rate seems to be fine. And that's usually the case. Sometimes I'd catch the skip beat, missed beat, or I'm sorry, a quick beat, skip beat. But usually when I'm feeling these little hollow feelings and my fingers on my carotid, the heart rate's fine most of the time, and sometimes I can tell again the palpitation. This has gone on for months. It doesn't affect me in any way. I still do what I want to do that I'm supposed to do, but it all changed last week when I did this workout I'm going to do today. Last week I do this high intensity workout, which was a killer for me. It was 30 seconds on, 60 seconds off, 60 seconds on, 90 seconds off, all the way up to 3.5 minutes, and then I would take a bit of a rest and do it again. Now, some of you may say, okay, that's a tough workout, but it's not a killer. Well, I gotta remember, I'm 65. That was a killer. Interesting thing about it was those palpitations, they went away. My palpitations have dropped so much after that workout that it's almost getting to the point where I'm forgetting I have AFib. That's how few of those I'm getting. I'm back at my main climb again, 8-mile climb, and I'm gonna do that same workout, and I'll post that workout in the description, or I'll probably stick it on the video too. After I did it last week, I could tell it gave me a bump up. I felt a little stronger after that. I last a little longer in those Zwift crits in the B categories now. So yeah, now this is the second week. There's theoretically, supposedly accumulated fatigue, but hopefully I have minimized that because of my rules that I got to stick to with this AFib thing. All right, let's get to it. There's the top for me over there. I had to cut that last one short. I either stuck in an extra interval in there, or I'm getting stronger. I do feel stronger, so we'll go with that. Okay, I'm feeling so good. I think I'm going to go ahead and do those wall sprints. To do wall sprints, the first thing that has to happen is you need to go down the wall. Right over there past that big water tower is the fire station. That's why we call it the fire station wall. This is Old Toll House. This part that you're seeing now is kind of the undulating top part, but this is one of the steepest climbs that we have close to where I live, which is pretty cool. This is one of the big 3 climbs, I call it. All right, enough of dawdling. Time to get on to some wall sprints. Good first set of wall sprints. I didn't go all out because I have this Achilles tendon thing in my right foot, right leg, that's not totally healed yet, but it's getting better. So I didn't want to overly push it. All dressed up, time to go down. Hey! I just did the 4-lane.
Just did the 4-lane.
Yeah.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah, I'm pretty green right now.
I'm gonna go chase Janine and Terry.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go do half of Sky Harbor.
Oh, they've already started?
Yeah.
Ah, okay, okay.
I said, oh, there he is. Oh, I was like, that's Steve. Now I lost time. Thanks. See ya.
Go back. Okay, see you guys. Have a good one. I definitely felt stronger compared to when I did this workout last week, and I didn't have any accumulated fatigue. I felt pretty fresh, so I must have done something right. And I also wasn't as reamed after the workout as I was last week. My legs are still feeling it, especially after doing those wall sprints, and I have some problem areas that are being a little cranky in some of my muscles. So because of that, today's Tuesday. Ordinarily I would do an anti-sandbagging Zwift crit on Thursday. I still may do that. I will play around and see if I can get that on Friday instead. And it also depends on what I'm going to be doing on Saturday. Saturday may be raining, so then that'll work out because I'll just do a like 100-mile endurance Zwift ride that starts at like 5 a.m. in the morning or something. If you have any questions or comments, you know what to do. And always remember, comment, like, subscribe to Cycling Greek.